Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another of our fascinating words and phrases podcast with me and Gareth. And this time, this week, he's coming up with a phrase which actually I have been called by at some point. What is it, Gareth?
Oh, Fogey.
That's it.
I,
That's it.
I, I get called it. At the end of the day, it's I don't mind. I will say that I am old-fashioned, conservative, resistant to change. Which is what it actually means, or what it
Ah,
refers to. So much so that when I was on my honeymoon with Heather, my wife, and basically, that was 2010. I was only 40. And basically she bought me a t-shirt that said grumpy old git on it, which basically I thought, yeah, it's quite apt, so I wore
yeah.
it. So I was an old fogey before I was really old. Do you know
Mm,
what I mean? But
yeah.
yes, old fogey. So where does it come from? And this was requested as well, by the way. This is somebody dropped into the comments. But it goes back to the early 19th century, 1820, 1830s, and it became British slang. Um, and there's two possibilities for its exact origin. It's another one of those nobody really knows. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, I like both of them, but I think that for me the first one is more likely because a fogey in the 1800s was referred to somebody who was an old or invalided soldier, someone who was no longer fit for active duty or anything. So basically, um, it old fogey kind of referred to a physically old man. And then over time, it broadened to mentally outdated, like me. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one is it's Scottish roots, and this one because fogey sounds like a Scottish word,
Yeah.
yeah, and the word fogey in Scottish is means old man.
Ah,
So yeah, it's got those two possibilities, um, and I think it's a good one. I think for me though, I would definitely go with the military aspect because I think yeah, it's and I think it's just one of those words that he's an old fogey, which used to mean he's an old so retired soldier,
mm,
through to now being he's an old fogey, he's stuck in his bloody ways. That's
mm.
me.
Because I
Yeah.
remember a program, and I think I'm getting it right. It was Bill Owen who played Foggy
Yeah,
in Last of the Summer Wine.
that's right.
And they were all old fogies, weren't
Yes,
they?
they were. Yeah.
So well, obviously that's a modern phrase in terms of the program. So they must have looked through and seen what can we call these guys rather than old git or old. Well, I nearly said the rude word,
Yeah.
but yeah, oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I like that.
It's a good one.
Really
Yeah,
do.
it's a pleasant one, and
Mm.
unlike your continuously deathly related things.
I promise next time I won't even reference the
No more
underworld or
death
anything.
for me. Yeah. So next
And
next week's is going to be nice. I'm going to
yes,
hold you to that.
we're going to, absolutely, I promise. So once again, if you don't like what we're talking about, we would also like to hear that, if
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not, but be nice because we're
yeah.
only doing it for a laugh and just to educate us as much as educate you, which we hope
Yes,
is
indeed.
happening. So please, if you like it, like us. If you want to comment, then comment. If you want to subscribe and hear weekly all of this rubbish that we're talking, then Gareth and I would love to for you to do that. So
Yeah.
have a great week, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
See
Take
you
care.
there.